Welcome to Gam Music Entertainment Feats.
All right.
Yeah. So
right.
give us the breakdown. What happened?
So J came and he was willing to sign a few of us, yeah.
Okay.
And then something came up. Then he went back. He went to Senegal one morning, and then from there he flew to Dubai. So I didn't see him. We didn't hear from him. So I told him he put us all in a house at Paradise Estate. We were all staying there. Me and a couple Gambian artists. I didn't want to mention their name, but some people already know who I'm talking about. You know, Dada was the last person to come to the house. I don't know if you understand. He was the last person to come to the house. And this thing was going on for a while. I was like, boy, it does not make any sense. Like, we in the house, yeah? We're taking pictures, posting for the gram and shit. Everybody feels like we're flexing. We're not. There's nothing coming in our pockets. If Oga don't want to sign, if you don't want to sign papers, let everybody, like, I'm going out. I don't know if you understand, because it does not make sense. If I post on Instagram, people feel like I'm living lavish, or maybe I got $1 million contract or whatever, and God knows deep down I don't have shit in my pocket. I don't know if you understand. So Hussain has a better working relationship with J. You know, he was one of the first people that J signed back then in 2015. I don't know if you can remember when Runway started.
Yeah, with Mike Jada and
Chana,
yes,
and Jizzle. You remember, right?
Yes.
And then I told Hussain, I was like, I don't know what's happening, but if Oga is not coming through with the papers, man, I'm gone. I don't know if you understand, because the studio, there was nothing in the studio. It was still my equipment that was in the studio. Do you understand? I was making songs for Hussain, and ever since I've been making songs for Hussain, he never paid me $1, and I don't even need it. I did it for God, and I did it because I felt like he was a brother to me. You know, we've been through a whole lot. Like, honestly, I'll be very honest. I respect him for one thing. When every Gambian artist looked away, there was one person to listen to what I had when I started. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
But then you understand that trauma you go through when the only person you feel cannot do you dirty actually does you dirty. Do you get my point? And then when we all talked about leaving the house, he was like, yeah, we should. Yeah, you know, Mansa, I'm gonna go out of the house. You know, Oga said some people are gonna come to the house, you know, like they're supposed to come here, and if we want to stay with them, we can. I'm like, I can't stay with nobody. I don't know these people. Understand? And he was like, yeah, me too. My brother is coming to pick some of my stuff, and I'm gonna go out of the house too. That same night, I told him I can't wait for Oga no more. If Oga is not coming through with what we talked about, I don't think I want to waste my time. I want to build my life. I want to build my own career. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
Because it don't make no sense. But how can he be sending money like 20 something tell you go and do a signing party when there's no signing fee? It don't make no sense. I don't know if people still remember, we did a signing party at Envy, no signing fee. So to me, it was just child's play. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. On the whole, Hussain was just playing games. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I left the house. He was there. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I left the house. He was there. I saw a post. He posted. I didn't say nothing. I didn't even ask. I thought maybe it was a previous post or something. I don't know if you get it.
What was the
2
post
days after? Same thing.
What was the post about?
No, it was just a post. It was just a normal post, like in the house.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand. For somebody who's telling me he's leaving the house, somebody we all already agreed that we're actually going to leave, you're still there. I don't know if you get it. The whole plan was, if Oga comes, if Oga knows that everybody's out of the house, then maybe he's going to strive and want to do something because he knows nobody's holding the place down for him. But because we're actually staying here, maybe he feels like, okay, the house is safe. So, you know, I don't know if you understand. So that's how I started feeling. So I left. I don't know if you get it. 4 days after I left, Oga came. Oga met me at Senegambia. I was getting food. And he was like, "Yeah, you guys are very unloyal. You guys are very disloyal. Whatever. You guys are not loyal." Oh, Hussein was the only loyal person. He held down the fort. He waited for me till I came. I was like, because that was because you and Hussein were communicating on the low. If Hussein is actually honest with himself, Hussein will tell you what we had talked about. On the whole, Hussein was playing games with me, telling me that, yeah, I talked to Oga, and then on the other end, he was already planning with Oga on how Oga was supposed to come and meet him only in the house so that Oga could only sign him. At first, I didn't even think about it that way, but then I had to put one on one together and I understood what was going on, yeah? And Oga was like, yeah, the money I was supposed to sign you with, you didn't come through, you're my brother, but I feel like you don't have patience to wait for me. I was like, Oga, I waited for you for 3 months. 3 months. You said you were coming November 17th. You finally came December, whenever. But I still waited 4 days before you came. And that's because we actually all planned that we're going to leave. And all the other artists had already left the house before. It was just me and Hussein left. I was in the house before Hussein. So I don't understand what he was talking about, accommodate and all of that nonsense and all of that bullshit, because those are all lies. And I was not, I told myself I was not going to come online and say anything until this time. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
And then when everything happened, Oga was like, yeah, but you didn't come through. So the money, I had to buy a car for Dada. That was the time I knew that Dada had a car. Mm-hmm. Normally, me and Hussein, we're like brothers, yeah? Like even if he got a new phone, he'll call me and tell me, my guy, I don't reflect so, or this is like my brother. I don't know if you understand. And one thing he has in him, he has that Nigerian vibe. So it's easier to communicate with him because he thinks, he's funny in a way. Like he makes me laugh, and we make each other laugh. So if he was trying to play me dirty like that, or if he played me dirty like that, how was I supposed to see it? Like, you could have just told me that this is not what you want from me, or this is not what you want for me, rather than going and playing, rather than going behind my back and trying to move on me like a snake. I don't know if you understand.
So did this result to you making the song? Is this the reason why you made your version of the song?
Nah. But I didn't even say this thing happened. Like, this thing is almost, what's today's date? January 29, 30. January 29. This thing happened since mid-December, and I never made a song. Mm-hmm. I never even talked about it. And then he came to the club, and then he saw me, and he was trying to greet me with a side eye. Boy, because you drive a fucking 5 Series don't mean you're better than me now, nigga. Fuck you. And I just turned the hand the other way. I turned my face the other way. And I just let it slide. I don't know if you understand. And then he started telling people that, nah, he's one person that he don't need to pay me for shit. If you don't need to pay me for shit, it's because I don't let you pay me for shit. It's because I feel like I want to uplift you as a brother. And you're not the only person I was doing it for. I had other people I was doing it for. I don't know if you understand. I just feel like we're too much of family. Family, that all of that stuff is not supposed to come in between us. I don't know if you understand. So if I'm doing songs for you for free, that's not warrant you to go out and tell people that you're never going to pay me for a song, because you just can't. Anytime you need me, you just have me like I'm your fucking slave. Like, bruh, I'll give you melodies, I'll give you songs.
Let me ask you this. So that means he has never paid you for any song?
Never.
Wait, what? So Uchee, how do you make money? How?
Bro, that's my own life.
No. No, this is I'm talking to you here now as a concerned citizen, as a young man producer making music, where you have artists making concerts, organizing concerts, and making money off the music that you made for them. How are you making money?
They don't pay me for their songs. He don't, all his concerts and his shows, but he don't pay me for nothing. And never has he ever even just thought of like, okay, boy, Jilla Lee, boy, they want to General Lee or General Nala Lee or something. And I don't even complain. I still do it. You know why? Because it's something I signed up for from the beginning. And I'm a real G. If I decide to want to do something, I continuously do it. I don't know if you understand. No matter what. So then, after all this happened, after everything happened, yeah, he went online and took my beat, Nafiko, some song he's doing, and then he went to Stylzz, to another producer, and had to cut the beat and put attack on it. I'm like, this is my beat. You could as well just come to me, fucking call me. What the fuck? You could just call me and talk to me or tell me this is what you want. And I was actually going to do it. I'm one person, I don't like saying no, especially to people that I'm close to. But then you want to tell me that you're too much of a badass that you can take my project and go to another producer that has nothing to do with the beat to want to fuck it up for you. How where in the world, Danny, have you ever heard that? Where in the world? And I called Andy. First thing I did, I called Andy. I never had no direct conversation. I never had no communication with Hussain. I never said anything with Hussain. I never said anything to Hussain. We never discussed anything. Neither did I call his label. I called Andy. I was like, you're Hussain's manager, right? He said, yes. And Andy can attest to it. I said, for all the songs I did for Hussain back then, Man Marco Sarah, I've given it to him, yeah? I said, I've given it to him. I've given him everything. But every song he's about to release right now that has my instrumental, he has to pay for it. Either non-exclusive or exclusive. I don't care how they want to pay for it. Because if he does, and goes back to what you were saying before, copyrights. And because of the fact that Gambia fee, I'm on copyright, so everybody just feels like they can do whatever they want to do. So it's just time to act. So this is me trying to be savage to make you understand that no matter what happens, even though you're up on my shit because we don't have copyrights, I could also be up on your shit because we don't have copyrights. I own the rights to the song. I made the beat. You didn't pay for it. I gave you the melodies to sing. You didn't pay for it. So I can as well use my melodies and make my own song. You ain't gotta talk. You don't have to feel bad about it.
Damn.
Why will I post a song that has no name in it? Nothing, because that song was originally my idea. And I gave it to him to sing because I felt like he needed a song at that period in his career. There was a point that Dada went for almost 9 months without releasing a song, and he was there kissing my ass, telling me how grateful he was because I came to his rescue. Now he wants to come on live and tell everybody that I'm an upcoming artist looking for buzz. I made Dada who Dada is. Why do I need all of that?
I saw someone saying that you had an issue with Babu, that Babu is saying that he sent you money, but you ate his money. What's that?
No, I don't. I heard about it, but I never confronted him about it. I never said anything about it because I don't want to start having these issues with artists. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
But everybody knows that Babu was Mama Club. I don't know if you understand. So there are some certain words I'm not supposed to throw back at him. I can't, sir. My conscience is not gonna let me do it. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
Like he came to me and told me he wanted to do something and he was supposed to drop it exactly the same week. I was like, that's not possible. Especially for the fact that you're telling me, come down, I want a book studio time, I want them feel how much fun to record new art. I'm like, okay, all of that is not gonna happen. I told him, I'm gonna send you a skeleton, you go record. Send me the files. I never got the files in time. He was like, the person was gonna send me the files. And then the person sent me the files. By the time the person sent me the files, I could not deliver at that point. I was like, speaking in the Abuga project, Bugao. The Mako like 2-3 weeks before. You don't come to my face 4 days and tell me come project with a again. I am not a machine. I have other people I work with. I have how am I understand? I have projects to finish too.
Right.
So my lola could explain, mom, how mom sumere mom, can you call him watera? So I didn't say anything. Man, I'm just deglusi live man ma adko. That is a whole different story. My mom, we settling it somewhere else.
I wanna let me go. Girl, you're spoiling all my plans. You're spoiling all my plans, yeah. If you can't now. If you cannot call me now, don't call me later. Don't call me later. Oh, wait.
Welcome to GAM Music Entertainment Feats.